Once upon a time, in a small town called Myra, in what we now know as Turkey, there lived a kind and generous man named Nicholas. Born around 280 AD, Nicholas grew up with a deep love for his Christian faith, and as he got older, he became a bishop. He was known throughout the land for his kindness, especially to children and those in need. Nicholas was no ordinary man. He had a heart of gold. One of the most famous stories about him tells of how he secretly helped a poor family. There were 3 sisters whose father couldn't afford to give them a dowry, meaning they might be sold into servitude. Late at night, Nicholas quietly crept to their home and tossed bags of gold coins through the window, or in some versions, down the chimney. This act of generosity saved the girls and allowed them to live free, happy lives. This story spread far and wide, making Nicholas known for secret gift-giving. Over the years, Nicholas' reputation as a kind and generous soul continued to grow. He became the patron saint of children, sailors, and merchants. People began celebrating his good deeds on December 6th, which became known as St. Nicholas Day. This early tradition of giving gifts in his honor eventually merged with Christmas celebrations. Centuries passed, and the legend of St. Nicholas transformed. In the Netherlands, a figure named Santa Claus, based on St. Nicholas, became central to Christmas holiday celebrations. Santa Claus is depicted as a kindly bishop with a long white beard, dressed in red and white robes. He rode a white horse and delivered gifts to children on December 5th, the night before St. Nicholas Day. When Dutch settlers sailed across the ocean to America in the 1600s, they brought the beloved tradition of Santa Claus with them. Over time, in the melting pot of American culture, Santa Claus evolved into Santa Claus. Santa gradually took on the characteristics we recognize today, such as flying reindeer, a sleigh, and a residence at the North Pole. Meanwhile, in the bustling streets of 19th century America, Santa Claus was taking a different shape. The year was 1823 when a poem called A Visit from St. Nicholas, now more famously known as The Night Before Christmas, was published. This poem introduced the image of a jolly man with a belly that shook like jelly, who flew through the night sky in a sleigh pulled by 8 reindeer. Santa is known for delivering presents to children all around the world on one night. The history of Santa. As the years passed, an artist named Thomas Nast added even more details to Santa's story. He was a well-known political cartoonist of the time. Many of his drawings appeared in Harper's Weekly, a popular magazine in the mid-1800s. He drew Santa Claus as the round, bearded man we think of today. Nast gave Santa a home at the North Pole, surrounded by his workshop of elves, where they all worked tirelessly to prepare toys for Christmas. But Santa's journey to becoming the jolly man in red wasn't complete yet. Years later, another large business would help change his look. In the 1930s, a large soda company created many popular holiday ads that played a large role in finalizing the modern image of Santa Claus, dressed in a red suit with white fur trim. This company then hired an artist named Haddon Sundblom to help create the important images of Santa. That artist eventually gave us the Santa we see everywhere today, featuring Santa as a jolly man dressed in a red suit with white fur trim. Those images of Santa became iconic. Though Santa had been depicted in red before, this soda company's portrayal helped popularize his new look globally. Santa Claus has taken on many forms across cultures, from Father Christmas in England to dead Moros in Russia, to Christkind bringing gifts in Central Europe. And his message of generosity, kindness, and the magic of giving always remains the same, every Christmas Eve, as the world waits for Santa Claus to deliver gifts. This story reminds us that the smallest acts of kindness can create the greatest magic, just as they did with St. Nicholas so many centuries ago. Today, Santa Claus is a global symbol of Christmas, representing generosity, kindness, and the joy of giving. Through Santa Claus, the spirit of St. Nicholas still shines brightly. His appearance and story have evolved from various influences over the centuries. No matter, the heart of Santa's origin lies in the story of Saint Nicholas. His acts of compassion and secret gift-giving inspired one of the most beloved holiday traditions around the world. Happy holidays, everyone!